to Big Brother's bit on the side. It's not cheating unless the main show finds out, just between you and me. So it's day 3. What have we learnt? A generation of little girls have been put off their favourite colour. Rumours are reaching us that the whole of Essex Tourist Board have resigned en masse. And speculation that Katie Lang and ex-housemate Shabby tried to enter the house last night. I don't know why.
My nipples are so hard right now that they hurt.
Oh, gracious. But wasn't Darren's party last night a banger? Oh, yeah. We've got some of the balloons here and the ice sculpture. Oh, awkward. Very, 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 very awkward. Our panel tonight is more exclusive than the guest list at Sugar Hut, honey. We've got celebrity Big Brother winner, proving that the future is indeed orange. It's Alex Reid! Don't know how well that went down. I don't know yet. I don't know. Battling on 2 major fronts, it's model, mum and former army cadet. What? I see John's already standing to attention. It's Nicola McLean. Oh, yeah. That was a bigger cheer, I think. And if you thought Nicola McLean had the biggest whackers in the business, you'd be wrong. It's the nation's most sensual racing pundit, John McCreary.
Boo him!
It's like
I'm a nasty piece of work, you know it!
And he's covered in gold. And from the internet's third most popular celebrity gossip website and my 5th favourite, journalist of sorts, it's Jamie East, and that makes me... So, that's not going down well. It's just not going down well. So what do we reckon about the show that we've just watched, guys? Do we think that Theo Walcott lookalike Lucian is for real, or is he just flirting with Amy?
It's not Theo Walcott, it's Lewis Hamilton, for goodness sake. And you have to realise Amy's not very bright. All right? Wait, let's
take a look at this.
Let's say, go on.
Now I'm joking.
Mumbo's going to start getting a bit desperate.
That's why I don't get desperate, mate.
I'm joking, honey.
Yeah,
honey, I don't think you understand the joke. We're only having a go like
I know everyone else is, but I just don't get your banter.
My banter?
Yeah, I don't get it at all. I think it... I don't know, Amy.
Ooh, swoo. John, what hot tips do you have for a soap beefcake like Lucian for flirting in a sauna?
Lucian's going to go on and say he's either Lewis Hamilton or his brother, and Amy will be thinking he's going to drive her into paradise for the rest of her life. Because whatever you think, Amy is gorgeous and attractive.
But not bright.
No, not bright.
Sure.
So those women always have trouble because you can marry them and have great fun with them, but later on...
Can we...
You
seem to know it inside out. Can we role play it out? So I've just come into the sauna.
Yes.
All I'm wearing is a towel. What do you say?
Always flatter the woman. Don't think about yourself. They love being adored. They love being worshipped. So
what would you say to me?
Well, well, you've got no chest there, dear.
I have Thank you. I have on one side.
Push him up.
Okay, I think end of scene. Nicola, what do you make of the interaction between them?
Well, I think Amy's a natural flirt. You know, she's... but I do think that Lucian was quite rude to her, and I think that he's playing the wrong game by saying, I don't get your banter. What banter? She's just having a bit of fun with him. And then him going out and saying to Kerry, you know, I get your banter more. It's just, Amy's really popular, and she is bright. That's why she's done so well for herself at the age of 21. At the age of 21, she has done so well for herself.
Not by being bright.
Well, what is it then?
I'm going to break it up, guys. What do we think about a love triangle between the two of them and maybe Darren? Anyone?
No, she won't.
She was chatting to him. She was saying, I like your sense of humour.
Because she felt so uncomfortable
that
that dude was being rude to her.
The Essex girl, though. You know, I'm a film producer. I could get you in a film or something.
Oh, do you think that's what it was? It was
I'm a
work
multi-millionaire.
experience. What do you think, Alex, is going on with Darren's stomach? Did you see that? Let's have a look.
Yeah,
So it's kind of like he's sprayed on abs. Have you ever tried that?
Well, I don't need to, of course.
I've seen it on Dragon's Den. some of us have to do that. So do you think that that's the way forward? Everyone should just kind of spray on. They could spray on little. I could spray on boobs, couldn't I?
I can't stand fake boobs. Can't stand them.
They were just made
Implants are revolting.
Jamie, do you think that he and Amy have a chance together?
I think only if Bobby gets evicted. I think if the other beefcake goes,
he's in the way.
Then Theo's in with a chance. But I think that if Bobby goes, Darren's going to think he's in with a chance. He's got such an overblown sense of self-importance. When he walks into a room, he mistakes those looks of nausea for looks of lust.
Lust and
but isn't it like all paparazzi? You see, they despise the people they're photographing. They take the pictures, but they loathe them. They think they should be the stars.
Controversial.
No, it's a fact.
Well, I'm going to leave it there. We'll come back to
it.
From a blossoming relationship to one that's dead in the water. Mitch Buchanan, how could you?
How long have you been broke up with her for?
It's 5 or 6 years. I think it's 6 years.
Are you still good friends, honey, or do you not want me to talk about it?
I still love the man I knew and care about him. But I would be, yeah, I'd like to be in love, but it's not, I'm not gonna make it happen. It's got to really be there.
It happens, doesn't it?
It does happen.
Love comes to you.
Alex, does Pamela still love the Hoff?
Yeah.
There's still love there, isn't there?
Yeah.
You can see it in her eyes when she's talking about it.
And she'll probably always love him, you know.
She loves the association of the Hoff more than the Hoff. Last time she did that...
I don't think so.
He was lying on the bathroom floor throwing up a cheeseburger, and on YouTube. She's not going to be in love with him. She just wants to be in love with the brand, the Hoff.
Paparazzi, man. A holy moly, man. Come on.
Do you think it can be hard getting over a celebrity ex? I don't know why I posed that to you.
Do you know what? Actually, it's not about celebrity. It's about love in general. And
it's a moment.
Yeah, I mean, for me, obviously, I'm reminded 24/7 about somebody, but love is love. I've moved on.
Love is love. That was almost a song.
Anyone can.
Nicola, do you think Amy's been particularly tactful? She's not very subtle, is she?
I just think she's her, and that's why everyone loves her. You know, she doesn't have a game plan. She's gone in there as herself. You know, she can't believe that she's in a celebrity programme anyway. You know, I spoke to her...
That's right, honey. Yeah. That's right. Yeah, that's
Listen,
right,
darling.
Honey. Do we think that Pamela could find a house hookup? Can she find a man? Can she find love? Anyway, everyone's like, no. She's past it. Why not? Why couldn't she? Anyone?
She's
gigolo.
Catching a cold in there, really.
Catching a cold?
Everyone's half naked. Like, do you know what I mean?
That's so harsh. What about her and Darren? No? Jamie, does the house seem very loving and harmonious? I think it kind of does, but do you think that will last?
No, I think certainly after Kerry's nominations yesterday, Sally came out fighting. She realised that now was her chance.
Switch it on.
So she started her retaliation towards Kerry. Bobby, they were like death row inmates on the 11th hour. So Sally got stuck into Kerry a bit. Bobby realised that he also had to kind of start. So he really, really launched into them in the diary room. He raised an eyebrow and kind of just went... That's all he can do. That's as much as we're going to get out of him, I think.
Well, as Jamie says, the atmosphere last night was as cold as a king prawn ring fresh from the freezer. And there was no thaw this morning between Sally and Kerry. Poor Sally.
I absolutely don't think. I just know that I'm going.
Oh, you know what? I'm quite happy to walk. Me, I'm not asked.
I know, I'm a bit gutted just because, I mean, I don't blame you for picking me, it's just that
I just
you're
didn't know what else
popular,
to pick.
you're popular, Bobby's good looking, and I'm not. So.
Listen, this is your chance now then to shine, to show everybody what you're made of.
Is she right to be so upset? No? Well, someone's a very definite no over here.
It's Big Brother, you have to be nominated, hello. People get nominated, she had to choose someone.
It's the name of the game.
It's the name of the game, totally.
Anyone else? Anyone else think that should have happened?
Look, I think at the end of the day, she's feeling frustration. Because she thinks she's.
She's only been in there 2 days. How can she be so? Not that kind of frustration.
I think it shows that.
I've gone off topic. Now, John, you're. I'm going to say king of the strop. Let's do a little experiment to see if that's the case.
Don't you dare! Give that to Mama!
Sit down. OK, let's give it back. We don't actually have any archive of that anymore. That's why we had to do a little bit of GCSE drama there. John, is Sally sealing her fate by throwing a strop? Is that the end of it?
Well, Sally is the worst kind of woman. No, she is. Domineering.
Don't mince your words, John.
No,
Don't mince your words.
Domineering, bossy, self-opinionated, thinks she knows it all. And do you know, there are so many men who are very powerful in life. They run companies and they're managers and they're important in life who marry dominating women.
So do you think she's going to go on Friday?
Oh, poor old Burko, who's a ghastly speaker anyway.
Is she gone?
Poor man.
Is she gone? That's the question,
no,
guys.
No,
is she gone?
Is she gone? Bobby, no, she must keep her in.
John, pipe down too much coke.
Keep her in.
I think it's to help her show her character a lot more.
You
She's got a lot of
coke.
opinions and that will come out now she knows she's up for eviction.
Fair enough. OK, more of that later, but who stays, you decide.
3 housemates face a public vote. To save Bobby, call 09016 16 17 02. To save Kerry, call 09016 16 17 05. To save Sally, call 09016 16 17 09. Calls cost 36p from a BT landline. Calls from other networks may vary, and from mobiles will cost considerably more. For details and terms, go to channel5.com/bigbrother. Voting closes in Friday's eviction show. Don't forget, you're voting to save.
Oh, sorry, I was just trying to remember. What's the name of that singer who did Heard It on the Grapevine? Something gay.
Marvin.
Ah, that's it.
Fuck off.
Still to come. Tara Reid answers your questions in the diary room. Can't guarantee they'll be any good, but hey, we tried.
Fact or fiction? I have A, kissed all 5 of the Spice Girls, or B, broken a bone in my body that never mended properly. And the correct answer is B, my knobbly finger that I stuck in an engine. It allows you to bend back, point around corners without actually going around the corner.
Hello and welcome back to Big Brother's Bit on the Side. Oh, gross. Bobby's wonky finger. Odd that Kerry's not noticed that yet. I'm not saying anything. Adele, what are you doing?
What? On the script it said that I was the fly.
And that is why we don't let you read. What on earth are you doing? So what's going on? What have you seen?
It's well hot. I'm so hot.
Yeah, what have you seen on the screens?
Oh, they're having another party.
Yeah, I can see that. Anything else? Anything about the wonky finger? I bet you've noticed it, haven't you?
Yeah, I have. And I can think of a use for it as well.
Oh, gross. She's so ginger and so smutty. Someone else who has been keeping an eye on all the house action is our resident clip researcher of sorts, Christian Manley.
Well, John T, have you done it right? Hey, thanks, Eamon. Hello, good evening, and let's face it, welcome to Big Brother Unseen Scene, the show that looks behind Big Brother and asks, why though? Bananas. God's Twix.
He's looking at the bits you never normally see when you're watching Big Brother on your TV. He's gonna talk about the man, it will be funny. It's Big Brother Unseen Scene with your host, Christian Manley.
On tonight's show, isn't it embarrassing when the future doesn't turn out quite like they'd told you?
Are you right, My God!
Tara Reid explains how Jed will get their hair so high up.
They take their hair like this with the hairspray, and then it sticks up.
And Paddy Doherty talks candidly about the first time he met Pat Sharp.
His tongue is out like a lizard.
This year, Big Brother producers have totally revolutionised the format. They're going to put some people off stuff into the house and then film them. But who are these people and why though? On Thursday, Amy Childs made Big Brother history by noticing that there were some people there.
It's all fine now, isn't it? We're all brilliant.
It's okay.
We're all here.
If I were in the Big Brother house, I'd want to have my bed next to Paddy Doherty because, well, I could use his teeth as a nightlight.
Win!
You know when you forget your finger mouse?
Hello, how are you?
Tara is hotly tipped to play the lead in the much anticipated new Wallace and Gromit film, It's the Wrong Wi-Fi. Tara, what was it that Bill Clinton said about the human condition again?
We
boo da da ba boom boom.
Winner of the Best Pamela Bach-Hasselhoff in 1992, Pamela Bach-Hasselhoff is probably best known for her sterling work on the M1 between High Wycombe and Bicester.
Yes.
Oh, I'm one
Check it out. So what would you like to drink, Sally? Juice or water?
Some juice, yeah, thank you.
Juice? Certainly.
I'd love some water.
Well, which is it, Sally? Water or juice? Water or juice? I haven't really got time for this. I've got to take a wry look at stuff. And then there's Bobby, or Bobby, as his friends call him.
Can you lick your nose?
No, but I can make my thigh go a little bit like Trevor McDonald's. So now, let's find out more about the Jedwards in Celebrity Profile. It's Celebrity Profile graphics.
Celebrity Profiles with Christian, Matt and Lee.
John T, have you got a picture of the Jedwards, perchance?
I have indeed. There it is. I'm afraid it is still a little bit gluey.
That really is very good. The Jedwards first met in an open audition montage halfway through one of those shows. Since then, they've become the firmest of friends, going round to each other's houses and that. But of course, they shot to fame 2 years later when, following weeks of research, they discovered the cure for Claudia Winkleman. Jedward, Big Brother's unseen scene salutes you. And boys, could you hang all those natty-looking ties on the stairs like I told you? Now it's time for this week's puzzle.
Puzzle!
Well, sadly, that's it from Big Brother's unseen scene this week. Let's just hope that one day we can all look back at this and laugh. Good night.
So, in tonight's show, housemates were allowed to discuss nominations. Rumour is that this will continue throughout the series, and this year the voting public are being asked to save rather than evict. Ooh, indeed. Are you guys happy with these changes?
Yes.
Oh, hello.
Because we're focusing on the people we love, keeping them in, rather than just focusing on
Love,
hate.
not hate. Love, not hate. How about you guys?
No, I totally agree. I mean, at the end of the day, you're voting for, like, who you want to keep in, so you know who you're actually voting for, rather than, like...
Just being full of venom.
Yeah, just being... Yeah, exactly.
I don't agree. I don't think you should be able to discuss your nominations with each other, because that's taking away the tension that can build and all the arguments that can explode from that.
Yeah, OK. I'm thinking David over here. We've got Paddy's son here. David, what are you thinking? Yeah, round of applause. We've got a Doherty in the house.
Not much to say now about the situation.
All I can hear is tap dancing. I don't know what's going on down there. How could this change the vote on Friday, do you think? Oh, Nicola, what do you think? How could it change the vote?
I think that Kerry will stay because she's the most popular, and so people are going to vote for her. I hope
because you're a big Sally fan, right?
Yeah, I like Sally. I think she's. I do. I think
big politics kind of follower.
Oh yeah, I know so much about it.
Yeah,
sure. Absolutely.
That generic answer convinced me no end. John, we all know you like Booby, but what do you think of Bobby?
I'm not talking to you. You broke your promise. Where's my Diet Coke? So I'm not... Silence campaign.
Wow.
You broke your word. You promised.
Other brands of cola are available.
Shut up. You promised. Shut up.
He's too much.
She broke her word.
I have a pantomime crowd at my disposal, John. Strangely, when we asked the nominated housemates what they were famous for, there was no mention of the wonky finger, but maybe that's because we only gave them 10 seconds.
You have 10 seconds to tell me why you're famous. Go. I'm not famous, but I guess I might be a little bit famous in my industry because I've done some posters that have been seen by lots of people. Was it a list of 10 or 10?
I'm famous from being in a girl band, marrying a pop idol, having babies, having ups and downs, being all over the press, messing my life up.
Because I'm Dobby, because I'm married to the House of Commons Speaker, and because I'm a Labour Party supporter. I did have an...
Jamie, your face says it all. How do you feel about that?
A bit confused, really. What was the last thing she said?
She's a Labour Party supporter.
Socialist. The woman's a socialist, for goodness sake.
That's no reason
What
to
do you
be
think
famous.
of Bobby, though, Jamie?
Do you know what? He's like is the male equivalent of a glass of tepid water.
It's kind of bland like hummus, isn't he? Yeah,
He's,
a little bit.
I'm sure he's delicious to look at if you're of that persuasion.
Nicola, I feel like you might have a different opinion. I don't know why. What do you think of Bobby?
No, I think he's utterly boring. There's
Hot?
nothing.
A little bit hot?
Not for me.
Not even.
No,
Not even, guys.
I'm a married woman.
Actually, he's the male equivalent of Amy, isn't she? Amy's
He's a
attractive
he,
but
but
no
yes,
brain,
John.
and Bobby's attractive
guys.
but no brain either.
OK, has that changed our opinion at all? That little tidbit about why they're famous?
It's exactly what they said. Bobby who? Do you know what I mean? It's like wallpaper. Everybody's looking at it because it looks nice, but there's nothing really going on.
Who's the race between? Do we think that Kerry's safe?
Yes.
Yeah?
I do think Kerry's safe because she's so popular and she's just being herself.
She's got a big fan base, if not also a big set of, I'm going to say haters. I'm going to put it out there. So who do you think is going to go?
Sally.
Sally, Bobby, Sally, Bobby. We don't know. Louis Theroux, pipe down. So them's the folk that are in danger of going. Here are all the numbers you need to keep your favourites in.
3 housemates face a public vote. To save Bobby, call 09016 16 17 or 2. To save Kerry, call 09016 16 17 or 5. To save Sally, call 09016 16 17 or 9. Calls cost 36p from a BT landline. Calls from other networks may vary, and from mobiles will cost considerably more. For details and terms, go to channel5.com/bigbrother. Voting closes in Friday's eviction show. Don't forget, you're voting to save.
Oh, sorry, I was just distracted. I was just trying to remember, who was the lead guitarist of Cliff Richard and the Shadows? Hank...
Marvin!
Oh, yeah, that's it.
Fuck off.
Now, for the first time ever, you, the viewers, have been given the chance to ask a housemate a question while they're in residence in the bungalow. So, Big Brother called Tara Reid this afternoon, and to be honest, she muddled her way through answering them questions, dressed like an idiot.
What's it like in the Big Brother house? Was it scary at first?
It was scary at first, but it turned out to be more than a pleasant surprise, and I'm having a great time.
Have you ever read George Orwell's 1984?
No.
Do you prefer British or American pie?
I only know American pies. Like, my favorite is apple pie.
Can you tell Jedward apart yet?
Yes, I can.
How can you do that?
One has a scar on his lip and one has a scar on his face.
What was the naughtiest thing you did when you were younger?
I was like 14. Me and my friends stole my parents' car when they weren't there because we were hungry, so we decided to get some pizza. But then we didn't do such a good job. When we got home, we kind of crashed it.
Yeah, he was the undisputed middleweight champion, I think 1980 to 1987. Was it Hagler? Someone Hagler?
Marvin Hagler, you fool.
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
Fuck off.
Hello and welcome back to Bit on the Side. It's day 3, and since we've been on air, some stuff has been going on. Here's an exclusive clip.
What country do you think you're in? You're not in Hawaii, boy. You're not in Hawaii. That's like the hula hula dance. What are you guys doing? We're in Egypt. We're in Egypt.
You can find out why they were just like that later in the news. I think they're more scary brunette somehow. Since entering the house, John and Edward have had a truly jepic effect on everyone. I don't write it. Let's take a look.
1, 2, 3, head. Rah! Rah! You can't really see them. Are they glow in the dark?
Stop my foot. Are you ready? Drum roll, drum roll, drum roll. Carrie, come on out.
stop, no, stop. Hello and welcome to the Jedward Museum. As you can see in the Jedward Museum, we've got very famous outfits that Jedward have worn.
Could Edward please come to the diary room?
Why Edward? 1, 2, 3. Oh, Edward, okay? I want to go with you. Like, it's insane that we're all breathing the exact same air. No. Crazy. John Edward forever, no one's going to split us up.
Hello, Edward.
Oh my God, no, it's not. It's John Edward. Jedward. I farted.
They don't even know which is which. John, you strike me as a Jedward fan.
They are obnoxious, they are insufferable, they are self-delusional, and they're twerps.
These adjectives have been used about you on occasion, John, to be fair.
Only by you. No, but they are
your back.
appalling people. And they're going in the house, and when if you've been in a pantomime or you're being a pop star, you do your act, you go home, and you unwind. These are still performing.
Oh, 24/7.
Real?
24/7.
Well, if they're like that, they're even more twerp than I thought they were.
Because you liked your quiet...
reason why... Sorry, babe. Why we should have them in the house. Watching him, his face, I'm watching the VT screen. It's brilliant.
I didn't know someone's jaw could go so close to their chest. John, you liked your quiet time in the house, I think that's fair to say. How would you have coped with those two little embryos?
I'd have done what I did with Nikki Graham. When she came down the stairs, Nikki Graham, I said, don't even start with me. You just grow up, girl, do with the other ones. I'd have sorted those two boys out. Don't come near me, don't play around with me. And it was that Sam Pepper was the same as well. I really told him off. Those kind of people, you've got to sort them from the start.
So you'd nominate them, but what would be your reasons? What would you give as your reasons?
Well, they're twerps. They're so in love with themselves. But all they think of is themselves. They're acting all the time. They're not being natural.
Well, John loves them and won't stop going on about it.
Kettle black. You act all the time.
What are you talking about?
Constantly acting.
I'm not. I'm a normal human being.
Nicola, the other celebrities seem to be fascinated by them. You like them. What do you like about them?
I think they're so cute. Like, I really do. I think they're funny. I think that they're young boys living the dream, and they're doing it well.
Do you think it'll get boring eventually, though?
No, I wouldn't be bored of them in there. I'd enjoy them. Imagine being in there with him grumping all the time. I'd prefer to have fun with Jedward. Come on.
I'm this close, and it's stressing me out. Jamie, the house are aware that they've got a huge fan base. So do you think people are kind of preying on them as an attempt to kind of get a few votes?
Possibly, but I think it'll backfire on them. Jedward have got such a fervent fan base, and they are so...
There are a lot of twins in the world.
Well, there are a lot of twins in the world. There are also a lot of strange teenage girls in the world as well. And I think going out... I interviewed them once, and I tied them up for an interview. I've never got so much abuse off teenage girls for doing
But a lot of thanks from the rest of the world.
Yes.
David, what do you think your dad will make of them?
I don't think my dad will like them whatsoever, but you don't know, it could be different circumstances in there.
Was he a Jedward fan before he went in?
It feels like drowning him, like he said inside the show last night, I think.
What do you think of them?
I don't know. I don't know so much. I've seen him on telly on the X Factor and things before. I don't like him. I've seen him in there, the different kettle of fish. So.
Do you have a favourite in the house?
Yeah, my father, obviously.
Obviously.
1-0. But I'll tell you one thing, and this is a serious point. The crowds outside the house have been fantastic. I've never seen so many crowds, so bigger crowd.
I think a round of applause for crowds, because we've got a good crowd here.
Absolutely, in the rain, they were queuing up and fighting to get in.
Just pretend he's not there. The house is full of large personalities. Do you think they're holding back because of Jedward? Do you think they're waiting to kind of... he will carry on. Let's just...
So, are other characters not coming across because of Jedward?
Yeah, do you think they're kind of being drowned out?
Maybe, because, you know, I think when you're in that sort of situation, even if you're a big character, when you get in there, you still have to adapt to the other characters around you. And with Jedward being so close, you know, they're never going to be on their own, so they can compete.
To be any closer, they'd have to be conjoined. Okay. Do you think that they're playing a game plan? Do you think...
Normally, I agree with John, because John does talk a lot of sense.
Thank you,
I'm moving on because of that.
However, today I would totally disagree with him. I think the nation are warming to to Jedward, and I think there's a lot more to them than.
I think you should watch who you advocate opinion-wise.
They're 3-1 favourites. 3-1 favourites to win it.
Do you think there's a different? They're bringing a different vibe.
Yeah, if they went in there, I wouldn't feel as compelled to watch it as I already do.
Because it's kind of like Car Crash TV with them, isn't it? Because you just don't know what they're going to do. You know they're going to dance, but you don't really know what else they're going to do. How about you guys? Like them? Hate them?
No.
Like them, hate them? No. They've spoken about an invasion of Europe and have even met Obama. If they won the show, could they become a worldwide phenomenon? God forbid. Alex Reid, what do you think?
I just find it absolutely fascinating. I can't work them out. They're off this planet. They are divas, but they don't... John was saying they're obnoxious. I don't think they are. They don't even know what obnoxious is. I do agree we have to split them up, because that is going to be...
That's a medical no-no. It's a medical no-no.
It's because characters like John and Jedward, they make the show interesting. That's why we don't want everyone in harmony. You want the tension. You want the
John,
arguments.
you mentioned the bookies earlier. I know you don't like Jedward, but what do you think their chances are?
Oh, very good, because the crowd is a huge guide here. All through all the Big Brother series of the crowd support people. The only one who bought that system was Alex himself. I was broadcasting that night on the programme. When you went in, the boos and everything, 50-1, I said. There were about 10 or 11 in the race. 50-1, and then he ended up favoured and won it. So you can bought the system. I'm hoping it goes the other way round. Jedward 3-1 favourites, they become double carpet 33-1.
I'm zoning you out. You're being zoned out, John. Do we think there could be a mutiny when the other housemates are allowed to nominate? What's going to happen? Are people just going to kick off? It's going to go wild. Thoughts?
I mean, I think it's a good thing that the votes have been opened up so we can discuss it. So it's a good thing. But I think Sally's going anyway.
Sally's not getting. She's not getting a lot of. There's not a lot of optimism for her. No. Will anyone here nominate Jedward?
Yes.
Yes.
All they do contribute to the UK and Ireland is the archetype of a particular hairstyle and a particular type of dancing. What about their character, their intellect? You know,
I love how
they should be more, you know, have more substance.
So geographically precise there. Nicola, Jedward really split the public's opinion, clearly. Do you think the first housemate to tell them to just calm it down will actually maybe get some votes, get some followers for being loud and proud? And
Paddy sort of say something in the beginning. He was like, I'm not keen on these guys in his Paddy talk.
It was a rash decision. But do you think the next person to speak out, they'll kind of get a bit of respect?
It all depends, doesn't it? It all depends why they say it.
How they do it.
Yeah, and how they do it, because people feel sorry for people a lot.
I don't think anyone's ever told them to be quiet.
No, their mum.
You tied them up, Jamie. I mean, there's something to read into that.
Didn't stop them. I don't think anyone's ever upset them in their life. That's what I think.
I don't think they have... Aliens don't have feelings, do they?
You're right. They have the feelings to be hurt. And consequently, they're in their own bubble. They don't care about anybody else but themselves. They're self-obsessed. They love themselves.
I would agree.
Shall we have a look at the other men in the house? Because you met them, didn't you?
What? Shut your mouth.
I'm Lucian Laviscount.
Hi, Lucian.
Hey, mate.
Lucian, what, sorry? So let's start again. Lewis.
Lucy, mate.
Just turn around so it's always squeaking your chair. I hope you find love in the house.
Don't worry, we will.
Yeah?
We're going to come out there.
I'm going to find love with the cooker.
What? Have you ever slept with a celebrity?
Oh, that's a really good question.
Would you prefer hands the size of tractor tyres or a head the shape of a banana? What do your pulling pants look like?
Pan?
Every single strand on that beard is exactly the same length.
It's going to be like an ultra sleep over all the other celebrities. I think how cool it is. We're going to be in there with all these other celebrities.
You could be Jesus, I could be God. You've got quite a...
Winning combo.
Winning combo. So you're my son.
Like, the good thing about Big Brother is that it's like a huge experience, and like no one can ever take the experience away from you.
19-year-old hard lad thinks he's cocky.
I'm not. You're the biggest cocky in the world, mate.
You're going to walk out. You're going to get destroyed.
Going to sleep, brushing our teeth, having showers, having everything.
It's all about boobs, really.
It's all about boobs.
We're two boobs.
We're not going. Don't let us go. No, I don't want to leave.
Can we just make friends? Let's just make friends.
Some beautiful male bonding going down there between Lucian and Jamie. Still to come, find out what happened when the mountain that is Big Brother went to Mohammed. Hello and welcome back to Bit on the Side. It's 11:05 on day 3. This time of night is a choice between us and Babecast. Either way, you're likely to get an eyeful of Michelle Bass. So, what? Adele, what?
You know that actor who was on Dirty Dozen? Lee...
Marvin?
That's right.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
So here's all the news. At 9:43 today, Darren was wondering why his bath was so lovely and warm.
What's in here? Dishwashing liquid.
He went pee. He didn't go pee,
What? You peed in here?
If you could bottle that, you could make a fortune. We all knew that putting a Hollywood movie star in the Big Brother house would bring a certain air of sophistication. Thanks, Tara.
I love Stanford. Ooh, You might want to wait 1 second. Whatever, okay, doesn't matter.
I dropped a little bomb in there.
Her new hubby has got all of that to look forward to. Sally was chatting politics to Lucian at 11:34 a.m. Perhaps we have a future Member of Parliament in the house, yeah? Yeah.
Mainly, I would say, on the Labour side, who, you know, do have their feet on the ground and know what real life is like.
Yeah.
You know, are very affluent. My husband's constituency, on the whole, is pretty affluent.
Yeah.
And the problems that are there, I mean, they don't have massive problems about housing or asylum or anything like that.
Yeah. No. And at 11:53, Kerry stunned housemates with her latest celebrity feud.
I hate Peppa Pig, mate. I think she's that spoiled.
And I have an exclusive press release from Peppa herself here. Oink, 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 squeal, oink. Obviously livid. At 16:18 today, the housemates were all walking like an Egyptian when Mohammed Al Fayed arrived to find an heir to his crown. The first challenge was Rise of the Mummies. It looks like some of them didn't rise to the challenge at all. Take a look.
Flick yourself. That's it, flick. Go, flick yourself.
Thank you. I love you.
Go. Oh, no.
Tune into the main show tomorrow night to see who won Al Fayed's crown. Now, next to me is Ian. He's our digital guru.
Hello.
What's the word on the web, Ian?
Well, the big story is, obviously, people are talking about nominations.
Sure.
And how people have reacted. We asked our Twitter followers who they thought reacted the best. They said Sally was being a drama queen, but Bobby
Sally
was
get
taking
over
it
it.
like a man.
Do people like Jedward?
Jedward are getting a very mixed response. Every time we put up a video of Jedward, people say, oh, too much Jedward, get rid of Jedward. But then we don't put up pictures of Jedward and we put up videos of other people. They say, bring back Jedward.
We can't decide. Can you talk us through what's been going on tonight? Like, what's going on behind us right now?
Well, currently, they're having an Egyptian-themed party.
No, really?
Yeah,
Cool.
I you know, that's part of my analysis. I've figured that out.
Very,
Jedward are
very
wearing a lot of
astute.
makeup and they've decorated their backs.
They did it very well, though, didn't
Yeah,
they?
it was beautiful.
Did they do each other in a kind
They
of weird
did.
symbiotic...
Yeah, in a sort of human caterpillar type escapade.
Gross. Did we have to go there?
Mm.
What are people saying about the nominees?
Sally was obviously very upset last night and thought she was going to go, and the majority of the public maybe agree with that. It seems that Kerry's safe. That's what the bookies are saying, and that's what our
Bobby?
feedback's saying as well. Bobby, he hasn't really done that much yet for people to react to.
Do you think he could kind of go under the radar, but he needs a vote to save, so...
Well, it's a vote to save, which means that the stronger housemates will win through. So Bobby will have to up his game a little bit in the
Do we
coming
have any
days.
celebrity tweets, Ian?
Well, funny you should ask. Victor Abue, the slick man rapper / part-time hitman that we all know and love,
Rolls off the tongue.
has been commenting on Darren's physique, as we discussed earlier. He said,
And I quote...
how has Darren Lyons pulled off being fat and having a six-pack at the same time? Lol.
Lol, indeed.
And such famous luminaries as
Do you think it's
Jimmy
real?
Carr and Dick and Dom have been tweeting as well.
Not Dick and Dom?
Dick and Dom.
Not both together,
From
with
the
one-
Bungalow fame. Yeah,
one
I think
keyboard?
I think Dick does the vowels and Dom does the consonants.
Just like Jedward?
Yeah, they're exactly the same.
Thank you, Ian. Jamie, I understand you and John are getting cosy by torchlight up in the camera runs.
Yeah, we are. We are in the camera runs, John. For crying out loud, shut your bloody mouth, right? No. Keep it down. It looks like the aftermath of some kind of Egyptian orgy, doesn't it?
But they were so famous, Egyptian orgies. What happened? Look at this dissolute crew here. There's no orgy going on.
Well, Pamela looks like Elizabeth Taylor in
I think she's Anthony and Cleopatra. Where's Richard Burton? You can't say Bobby's Richard Burton, can you?
No, probably not. Did you, when you were in the house, could you see people staring at you from the other side?
You were always worried more than the cameras. You were worried about you people coming around and looking at you when you didn't know it. That was more worrying than all the cameras there.
Would you have dressed up as a pharaoh, perhaps a sphincter? I mean, a sphinx.
Well, but you can see Darren there. Just look at him. He's a pitiful man, isn't he? He photographs other people. Nobody would want to photograph him. Could you imagine him in the pyramids or helping to build the pyramids?
What would you normally do on an evening at home in the garden?
Well, we've got a lovely patio. I'd have a few girls round there smoking my cigars and having a bit of champagne. But that's a normal thing that most people do, isn't it?
Not me.
Yeah.
Right. But interestingly, Darren isn't the only one with some strange kind of six-pack. Bobby has actually painted on a six-pack tonight.
Well, you just look at Bobby there, and what a weedy cigar he's got. That sums him up, doesn't it?
It does. Now, we could leave you alone for a bit, and you could knock one off over Amy if you want.
Well, Amy, I must say, I really fancy her. She is absolutely gorgeous. She's no brain. She's not bright, but she really is gorgeous, isn't she?
Would you fancy going back in?
Oh, well, I think with her, yes. And she would be... couldn't believe she'd seen a man with a body like mine, could she?
Would they take on your style with the medallions? Would you be in there?
Well, I just don't have to do that. The fact is, women have always been attracted to me.
I can fully understand that, John.
Exactly, so I haven't got to pursue them. I haven't got to chase them. I think, I thought Amy's waving to me. Are you sure? And look at Lucian, you see, he's trying it on.
John, talk to me about the sensualness of Amy Childs. What does she do to your loins?
Well, have a look at what she's doing to Lucian's loins. He's grabbing him at the moment. So you can see he really is. He's doing his best. He's got the chat-up lines. She's hypnotised by him. She thinks it's Lewis Hamilton or his brother. And that's what she's determined to hook him. Look at her. She's sent all the others off.
I'm not seeing this. I think they're just talking.
No, they're not talking. Look at him. And he's sort of put his hand around. Oh, he's
flexing the muscles.
Exactly, showing that he's a man round.
Is this a sign of classic flirting?
It is. He's doing fantastically well. I love that Lucian. He's the only natural one in the house. Look how well he's doing.
What can we expect later? Do you think they'll get to third base, fingers and toes?
I think if their water's warm enough, I think they'll be in there about 3 p.m. and think of what happened with Makosi in the pool.
Yeah, I remember. John, we're going to go. I'm going to leave you alone with your thoughts of Amy.
Oh, lovely.
Wipe up after yourself, mate.
Oh, fantastic. Come to me, dear.
Keep it clean, boys. Keep it clean. Thank you, chaps. Join us tomorrow. It's game show day. Woo! Otherwise known as Sunday to me and you. But now it's Saturday night. We are all in need of a good boogie. We approached the Kings of Leon to come on as a surprise for our audience to play us out. They said no. So here, with a fitting tribute to a housemate who we are all loving, it's Mario and Lisa. Your dad would love this. Good night.